Hello and welcome to the Who Are These Guys update from the garage. I'm your host, Tony Steward. With the release of Bungie's Halo 3 this week, I thought it would be fitting to talk about unnecessary distraction. A lot of us have probably been playing our brains out on Halo 3, and if I hadn't sold my Xbox, I'm pretty sure maybe that I would have been playing Halo 3 quite a bit here recently. I don't know what that was about. But it kind of plays into this whole thing I want to talk about, but that kind of couples distraction and unnecessary distraction versus being in the zone. And all of us know what being in the zone is like. It's that time where you're focusing on your talk or you're reading or you're doing something where you lose track of time. You feel hyper-productive. And it's that period of focus that you wish you could replicate every day. That you wish you could focus like that every single day to really get things accomplished. You feel productive, you feel good, you feel like you accomplished something. And then there's distraction, where a lot of us seem to spend our time. I think distraction can also be coupled with busyness, where we allow things to pull away our attention. Honestly, I think a lot of us work hard to be distracted and so busy that we don't have to really spend a lot of time on the harder parts of our job or the uncomfortable parts of our job. So instead of going to the school like we had planned, we get caught up in a new feature for our website, or doing a new transition in the slideshows, or trying to incorporate some kind of technical aspect. Or instead of spending that focused time on Thursday morning like we wanted to on our talk for the weekend, we end up going through our email, reading a few blog posts, taking a couple pictures of stuff and wanting to write about it, looking across Facebook, and all of a sudden it's been 3 or 4 hours and we haven't really accomplished anything. What I found in my own life is that I'm really only as distracted as I want to be. And I'd encourage you guys to understand this same trend in your own lives. That a lot of times you enable distraction in your life as kind of an excuse to escape from the responsibilities or things you may not want to do, or maybe even the things you don't think you're very good at, and you hate the sense of jumping into a talk and feeling like you're grasping at straws at first, in that first hour or so where you feel like, I don't know what I'm going to do, and you avoid that by distracting yourself. And it's kind of a form of procrastination, but procrastination by feeling like you're busy and accomplishing something when you really probably aren't. I would encourage you this week to look at your weekly schedule and to try and pull at least 3 zone times, 2 to 3 hour periods where you're going to focus on turning off email, turning off your text messages, even, gasp, turning off your cell phone, and being focused for 2 or 3 hours, intentionally setting yourself up to succeed by being in the zone and being productive, and trying to avoid the unnecessary distraction. Now, I know that Halo 3 is amazing, and as soon as Josh gets back from all of his trips in Australia, we're going to probably play more of it than we should, because I'm going to go over to his house and be a mooch. But you need to look to try and avoid unnecessary time sinks or unnecessary distractions. And it's okay to be distracted at times, but don't enable your distractions. Focus on having those in the zone times where you can be productive and really focus on the priorities. This has been the Who Are These Guys update from the garage. I'm your host, Tony Stewart, and we'll see you next week.